Hey, Bobby, you f***ing bitch. The hell do you mean we're gonna release Overwatch 2's multiplayer, like, early? What do you mean? Jeff, I'm glad you're here. You see, I only have 5 yachts. And I need gold. Doubloons. I need a 6th yacht. I don't know what to tell you. I need another one. Really just think that this would be a horrible... Is that breast milk? Overwatch 2 is bad. End of video. Like, but really. Overwatch 2 is the biggest blunder in all of gaming. There's been a lot of really, really bad games. There's just tons. There's far more bad games than there are good games. And some might say, okay, the biggest blunder is probably, you know, maybe No Man's Sky's initial release, or Cyberpunk's initial release, or like Anthem, or insert game that released horribly. But Overwatch 2 is one of those more rare cases. Because let's be honest, Overwatch 2 is essentially just Overwatch 1, right? So I'm going to count them as the same entity. And Overwatch 2 is a great example of an actually pretty great game getting turned into complete sludge.
I need healing.
So, to start at the beginning, Blizzard was founded in February of 1990. Okay, wait, that's a bit too soon. Okay. Overwatch released in 2016. Okay, that's still too soon. Let's skip ahead just a little bit more. In the latter half of Overwatch's life, everyone noticed that updates were slowing down, like, painfully. Like, this was bad, okay? There was, like, mass content droughts for a very long time. We were desperate, okay? We were desperate for that water. We were walking in the desert, and there was nothing. There was, like, a random tumbleweed and, like, a cactus or something. It sucked. It was bad. And we're all wondering, okay, you know, why exactly is Overwatch just a complete barren wasteland now? It's one of Blizzard's, like, biggest IPs. Everyone likes it. Most people like it. And, you know, for some reason, they're just not updating it anymore. Well, fast forward a little bit, and Overwatch 2 was announced at BlizzCon in 2019.
Do you guys not have phones?
Yeah, you guys.
Which, yes, we're not even doing a BlizzCon this year because that's how little people care about it now. So there's no surprise that the updates happened to have slowed down around the time that they announced Overwatch 2, because they're definitely not related, right? You know, practically abandoning Overwatch 1 so they can work on the masterpiece that we all know and love, Overwatch 2. But yeah, that is exactly what happened. And just knowing what would happen later on with this game just makes things so much more just unfortunate that they abandoned Overwatch 1 to make Overwatch 2. And the fact that they, you know, literally removed Overwatch 1 from existence, completely just erased it. Thanos snapped it out of existence.
You should have gone for the head.
For Overwatch 2, because, you know, if you liked Overwatch 1, then, well, you know, screw you. You don't get to play it anymore. You have to play Overwatch 2, because that's what Blizzard wants you to play. We're in a nice connected community. We're all playing Overwatch 2, and we're all wanting to kill ourselves because of it, okay? So fast forward yet again to 2022, when Overwatch 2 released. Great game. It was pretty awesome. We were all waiting in queue, those wonderful queues, you know, goddamn Battle Royale, just to see who can actually get into the game to play it. Though, honestly, I don't know why you would want to, but, like, still. These were big, and these were long. These were very long. Like, goddamn 40,000 people queues, 70,000 person queues. I don't know what Blizzard was thinking when they released the game with the servers that they had. Did they think no one would play it? Like, it's Overwatch, it's a fairly popular game, and obviously, if they release a sequel, people are going to want to play it. So, I don't know what happened at that time when it released, but, you know, we're beyond that. That was just the first of many, 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 many blunders on Blizzard's part that would continue on, like, a weekly basis for the next year. Every single one just making the game worse, which we will get into. Don't you worry. So get comfortable, sit around the goddamn campfire, because this is going to be a long one, okay? There is a chunky list of things, okay? Goddamn archive of all this garbage that Blizzard's been doing with this game. And also a lot of other stuff, you know? There's been a few things going on at Blizzard. Whole bunch of stuff with like Diablo, Diablo Immortal, Diablo 4, Warcraft Reforged, and a whole bunch of other stuff just at Blizzard itself, and Activision, I guess. But we're going to focus mainly on Overwatch, because that's enough for now. If we focused on everything that Activision Blizzard has done wrong in recent years, then this video would be 5 years long. So that's not happening. So the long queues were already a bad sign. Things only got far worse from there, and they never really recovered. Oh, freeze frame. Do you want to be my 8th subscriber? Of course you do. So why don't you hit subscribe, or else I will find... So loot boxes! We all love loot boxes, right? Who doesn't love loot boxes?
I was collecting those, bitch!
Who isn't a little level gambling addict these days, right? And here's the thing, Blizzard, they didn't want them anymore. They got rid of them. And most people would be like, okay, clap, clap, that's awesome, no more loot boxes. Yet somehow, things were worse. The shop, which we all know and love, was selling skins that you could get for free in Overwatch 1 for premium currency, because of course. And, the Battle Pass had literally pay-to-win characters that you could purchase, and now you can get the character early. I don't even know what to say. Like, this sucked. It was so bad that somehow Blizzard has done one of the most impressive things on the planet. They actually made it where people missed loot boxes. That is impressive. That takes skill to do. Like, they should be in the Guinness World Records for that one. That's actually, like, I'm not even joking. That's actually impressive to make people want loot boxes back. Like, damn. So that was already pretty bad. But you know what? Somehow things got worse. I was saying earlier, how the hell did they release the game with the servers that they had? They knew it was going to be a massive influx of players, and there were still server issues. But more importantly, they released the game in a state where it was so just not well refined that Bastion and Torbjorn were removed from the game due to bugs. And then later on, Mei was removed as well, also because of bugs that just ruined the game. So, okay. I don't know if Blizzard's smoking crack or what. I mean, they probably are, let's be honest. But I don't know how that happened. Like, how do you release... It's basically just Overwatch 1. How did you release it in a way that was so broken that you had to remove characters from the game for multiple weeks? How does that happen? So, okay, things are already bad. All the things I listed, I think people would agree, are pretty awful. But things, yet again, continued to get worse, as they always do. So there was also this debacle where Blizzard was misleading people with the currency in their Battle Pass, making it look like all yellow or whatever, like it was premium currency, when it was actually just normal credits. So people thought they were getting premium currency if they bought the Battle Pass and were, like, progressing through it, but they actually weren't, because, of course they wouldn't be. Okay, we're going to start speedrunning some of these, because there's actually just genuinely too much to go over that this video would be, like, enormous. So, I'm just going to speedrun some of these. Some of these massive, like, just big no-nos that Blizzard's done. Number 1, push. I don't even think I need to say anymore. Push sucks. It's terrible. Absolute garbage. They removed 2-point capture. Maybe you actually like 2-point capture in Overwatch 1. I don't know why, but I mean, even if it was bad at times, I think we can probably agree that we'd rather have all the maps from 2-point capture in the game than not. Because, like, Overwatch 2 released in a state where it had less maps than Overwatch 1. That's, like, very questionable, but whatever. They removed these, like, the medals and stuff that you would get at the end, and, like, all the levels and stuff for some reason. They added a scoreboard, which is actually pretty surprising, but I mean, they removed a whole bunch of other stuff for it, so, that's okay. Another no-no. Oh, I almost forgot this one. There was also the whole, like, mandatory login thing with, like, a phone at launch.
Do you guys not have phone?
A lot of people were mad about that for obvious reasons. They also got rid of the find a group feature for some reason. Like, that was a really neat feature that was just really great for finding other people to play with if you didn't have any, friends. But, I would never use such a feature, right? I mean, I don't know why they removed it. It makes no sense to me. There was no negative to having it. It only benefited the game. I don't know why they got rid of it. There's also the whole, like, obviously 6v6 to 5v5, but honestly, I actually don't mind that. I actually kind of like the whole one tank thing. So there's a little dub for Blizzard, though I wouldn't say it's a very big one. There's a whole bunch of random balance changes that people haven't liked. I'm not gonna go into like every patch because I don't. That would be the most boring thing ever to just read through patch notes for like 2 hours. Fast forward, and then now we got a real big oopsie. You know, a little a bit of a questionable thing that happened at Blizzard. The removal, the cancellation of Overwatch 2's PvE mode, PvE campaign, PvE co-op thing, whatever, which is the entire reason that Overwatch 2 existed to begin with, and now it's gone, canceled, goodbye. They're gonna recycle some of the stuff into, like, some more crappy, like, missions, which they did end up doing, but it wasn't at all the same as the fully promised PvE campaign co-op thing that they were wanting to do. They were trying to make it sort of like MMO-ish. I don't know if MMO-ish is the right word, but more RPG-ish. Like characters, you could progress with the characters and get different abilities and stuff. And there's all this cool stuff. And then they announce, okay, well, we're actually canceling that. So then obviously the question remains, why does Overwatch 2 exist? Well, we all know the answer. It's so Bobby can get another yacht. But like, still, fast forward to the hitbox changes. They also increased everyone's health a little bit and added natural regen. I don't know what the community thinks about that. I haven't played enough to really say whether that's good or not. The hitboxes. No one can convince me that these hitboxes are good. These are only in the game to make bad players feel better. It's just why the game was already like sure there's competitive and the game can be obviously quite competitive. There's definitely a high skill ceiling with certain characters, but like overall I'd still say Overwatch is a very noob friendly game. What the hell are these hitboxes? What are these? I downloaded the game again to record footage for this video and they still haven't changed them. Like what are these hitboxes? What is this? Like what? Like I don't understand. It hurts my brain that this is even a thing. I don't even know wow. I don't even know what to say. Hey, Derek. So we want more money, right? We've already told you that. How can you help us get more money? I'm so glad you asked, okay? I'm very glad, okay? So I was thinking, right? If Overwatch, too competitive, right? Who likes comp? Losers. Goddamn morons, okay? Goddamn 30-year-olds that live in their mom's basement, they're all sweaty and weird and crap, and they're playing Overwatch 10 hours a day. We don't like those people, okay? Because that's the only people playing the game right now. So I have a great idea. So look at this, right? This is the hitbox right now for Tracer here, right? So I have an idea. We're just gonna, just expand it out just a little bit. Just a tiny bit, like right there, right? And then now, okay, new players, they go in the game, they try and hit a headshot. Normally they'd be, oh no, I tried to hit a headshot. I tried to hit that McCree, and then I shot the sky somehow. But now they shoot anywhere and they get that headshot. I mean, that's a pretty good idea. What do you think, Derek? You goddamn genius!